from my past that's in my brain, and I don't wanna live the life they live. Their living ain't the same. It's like they're giving up the right to...
Hello and welcome to another episode of KRAZY's Cookbook, Exotic Meat Special. Today I'm joined by an incredible chef, yeah? He goes by the name of Rogan Josh. If you know about WORDLIFE, you should know about Rogan Josh. He is very much around there. He is always literally in the background of every video that we've done. He co-hosts with me on the WORDLIFE show on UGMA Radio, and he's just an all-round bit of a don. And that aside, he's also my blood relative, my cousin, yeah? So it's good to have you in the fucking house.
Happy to be here, Krazys.
Yeah, now he's a wicked chef. We're gonna have him on doing some specials. He does little curries and different things like that. But today, we're gonna have him trying out something different, yeah?
So, Krazys, what's on the menu today?
Well, glad you asked, Mr. Rogan Josh, because today we have Llama. Yeah, so it's a bit weird. I don't even know what to make of this. Yeah, I reckon it's going to be a bit like beef, like a lot of the exotic meats have been, but it's probably lean. I've never tried a llama or alpaca or nothing like that. I mean,
yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like a steak. I love a steak. You know, if it's a llama steak, it's going to be something that's similar. I like that.
I reckon so. We're going to treat it like a steak, but yeah, it should be good. So we'll be back with you in a minute. So here we are with Rogan Josh. Now, because I've got a guest, I'm going to make him do a couple of KP duties, the things that I normally do. Now, I usually start with the thing that's going to take the longest to cook. That is pretty much always going to be the potatoes. So, Mr. Rogan Josh, would you care to chop up some potatoes, Parmentier style, please?
Yeah. Learn this from you, huh?
Fuck like baby.
Now you won't get a break just mucking around. That's why I'ma be a legend before I'm stuck in the ground.
Right, Josh has been cutting up them into cubes. You've done a good job out here. Come on. Right, can you now empty that onto here, please?
Yeah.
Get some oil and some seasoning on that. So I'm just gonna pour a piece of oil on that. Yeah. And we're just gonna get some salt and pepper that I've already mashed up in the pestle and mortar and put it on there. Also, because it's KRAZY's cookbook, we need some of these things on it. Bay leaves. Yeah. Cheap as well from the International Food Centre, $1.19. So make sure you go get them fresh from there instead of dried in the packets, because you'll end up paying enough. We just chuck a few in there. You're not going to eat these, but this will add a nice flavour to it. You know what I mean? So don't be shy. And then mix that all up like so. Posh. And we're going to slap that in the oven for about 20-25 minutes. So what we're going to do next, yeah, is we're going to chop up some onion. I'm going to make an onion mustard gravy. I've got some mustard seeds and all that. I figured we've done enough wine reduction gravies to last us a lifetime. Let's show you the other sauces that exist with these exotic meats. But I swear down, because they all come like steak anyway, so we want something that goes with that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You always got to have gravy as well, yeah, Kaz?
You can't have it dry, you know? It's not about no dry red food. But yeah, quite simple. Just going to chop that down. I'm going to chop that into thin pieces. Pow, yeah. Same again. And I'm going to cook down the onions a little piece first, so that can go into the gravy. Beautiful. Shows a good on. Right. Are you stuff on it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Right, I'm going to add a teeny splash of oil to help cook the onions down. I don't want a lot of oil in there because obviously that is going to be our gravy. I'm going to get all of that in there. And I'm just going to cook that till it's translucent. I don't want it to brown too much, but a little bit will add a bit of flavour.
And I don't want to live the life they live. Their living ain't the same. It's like they're giving up the right to live and sitting in the rain. All depends on how much.
So the onions are now translucent, yeah? Now, as I say, I'm going to do a mustard gravy. I've got some of this Coleman's mustard, but one thing I want to put in and soak down, because it takes a little while to soak these through, is mustard seeds, black mustard seeds, yeah? I'm going to chuck all of these on top. Bring it shy around here. And Rogan Josh, could you be so kind to pour some boiled water on top of this? Know what I mean? Now, I'm going to let that sit down on the back for a bit and let the water soak into the mustard seeds. You want them to pop in your mouth, but we don't want to be too hard or nothing like that, you know? And you see that's already got a nice brown colour. I think we can do some more water on that as well. Give it some more on that. Alright, and then all of the onions, they'll soften right up as well. That'll be amazing. So we're going to let that just sit out for a little piece.
Love mustard seeds.
Come on.
What you gotta do and fuck the safe bet. Get your paycheck, go get that money, fam. There's no one stopping me from eating when I'm
Right, with the gravy, we've soaked down the onions and the mustard seeds a piece. So I'm going to chuck in a few spoonfuls of actual mustard, yellow mustard, which will burn up your nose a bit. This adds good flavour to it. Don't worry, I will serve this separate from the meat so we can actually taste what it's going to be like. But yeah, we don't go shy with the mustard. As I say, we want flavour on that. Also, I'm going to put some bay leaves on there. So I'm going to just get a few of these. Bam, bam, bam. Like that. Of course, a bit of salt and pepper in there, a bit of seasoning. And another thing that I'm going to do is an oxo cube. So, look, the correct way you're supposed to do it, crush it down and pour it in. You know, I still think ripping it open is easier. Check this out, magic. It all comes out then. See. And yeah, move that around a bit. Get all that mustard around there. Right, I'm going to let that simmer down, so I'm going to move that to the back heat. Well, I heat up the griddle pan because I want to put some lines in this meat before we cook it down. So I'm going to get that stupidly hot. Now we're going to do the llama. Yeah, we're going to rip this open and see what this actually looks like. And to be fair, yeah, it looks like all the other bloody exotic meats. Let's be real. I'm starting to worry if they're all from the same animal. You know, yeah. You know, just labelled up funny. But now, honestly, I've checked out the supplier. It seems real. Seems legitimate. I mean, come on, it's like a nice piece of meat, isn't it? It's edible. That's yeah. It's meant to be fillets as well, so calm down. That should be good. Right. So I've heated that up. Yeah. Let's do a little bit of a water test. Yeah. Look at this. Give you an idea of the heats that we put it on. Sizzling straight off. You know what I mean? So I will get some lines in this. So what I'm going to do, slap that on there, and slap that on there. Here's the sizzle, that means it's working. So what's your first impression? Not good, no?
I can take most smells, right? Like this.
Yeah.
It's starting to smell a bit.
It smells good. Yeah. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Honestly, so far, it's a bit questionable.
Mule.
You reckon that's what
donkey.
it is? It smells like donkey ass.
Yeah, you know.
Ass is ass.
It's an ass of a donkey smell.
Yeah.
Not healthy.
I think that's been on there for about what, a minute, 2 minutes. Yeah. I reckon we flip that now. Let's see how it looks. Wow, that cooks quick. So I'm thinking with these meats which don't have much fat in it, they kind of burn quite quickly on there. So
It's getting better.
the ass smell has gone. I'm gonna let it soak in butter. Yeah, with some
The ass smell
spices.
is no longer there.
Yeah, honestly, we don't cook llamas often or ever.
Or asses.
I don't eat ass.
Well.
But
There's a big but.
Yeah.
But there.
that big butt, so we cannot
Cannot
lie.
lie.
Yeah. Now, unreal. Llamas are mad furry and they spit a lot, so I don't know. They got bad manners in it. I can't imagine they clean their butts often, if I'm honest. So.
Do you think they spit because of their own smell?
Do you reckon that's what it is? They're disgusted at themselves. Or the taste of themselves when they're going to cook.
I can smell ass. It's me.
It smells weird, honestly. I was thinking, is it the mustard off that? And it's not. It's literally not. It's not like a steak smell. It's not like pork. It's a whole new.
Mustard seeds are beautiful.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. I love them. Mustard seeds. It's not nothing to do with that.
Again, aroma of good shite and chihuahua bags, possibly deep fried chihuahua bags. Yeah, I don't know. That's why we do this. Yeah, we're testing it out so you don't have to. You never know. Llamas could be the next cow. Probably not. It'll be there already. But no, it's pretty tender. We'll let that cook down a minute or so more. Then I'm going to move that onto another pan with some butter and some garlic. And and some bay leaf, some salt and pepper.
It's to be tested, Krazys. It's to be tested.
That's why we're doing this, man.
Yeah.
Look at,
the juice is coming out of that.
Well,
Looks like beef juice still.
yeah, looks like a steak.
Yeah.
I've got another pan on here. I've got a teeny little bit of garlic, just 1 clove chopped up. I'm gonna heat that up on there. You get some butter in here. Melt that down, probably a bit more than that so I can spoon it over. Get a little bit of salt and pepper on that. And surprise, fucking surprise, I'm gonna put some bay leaves in there. Believe it or not, you like bay leaves. Yeah. So now I'm gonna transfer these into here, and I'm gonna spoon the butter over the top and let that rest. While we keep that on the high heat there. So I'm going to cook some asparagus. Right, so asparagus, I'm going to char grill it. Now they come in bunches, this is good to chop it. Make sure you remove price tags that they stick on there. And give it a wash, of course. But the one thing you got to see is the end of these asparagus are drier than the nun's porch. Yeah, it is.
That's dry.
Yeah, really dry. So let's hack all of that off. Yeah, we hack good. Buck. So we're going to sound similar to that.
Yeah, where'd you go?
You've done incredible vanishing, man. But yeah, look, so we're just going to put those in there. We're going to make sure they're not layered up over the top of each other. So you get a nice char grilled line in that. I'm going to spoon this over the top of here. And let that cook through to the middle. You see all of that stuff coming out, the protein. Lovely. That's where it's cooking through. But yeah, we're going to make sure that that's nice and cooked all the way through because we don't want llama poisoning.
No.
It's not about llama poisoning.
Shouldn't taste how it smells. Or smell.
Smell, yeah. Some ass poisoning.
Yeah.
Don't want to get no ass disease.
Not from a llama.
Thoughts from my past, that's in my brain, and I don't wanna live the life they live. Their living ain't the same. It's like they're giving up the right to live and sitting in the rain. All depends on how much fight you give, determines all the pain. Now I gotta keep it moving if I want it to maintain. Yeah, I gotta keep improving cause it's programmed in my brain. Always careful what I'm choosing, yeah, I'm staying in my lane cause shit pops off then I ain't playing any game.
Right, the asparagus is char grilled. If you look at that, you can see the lines on it. Don't touch the pan, Josh, you will burn off yourself. It is really hot. But it's alright. Everything is lyrically going to be alright. Right, now a couple of things I want to do just before I serve up. I'm going to put another spoon of mustard in there because that cooks down and you lose the brown off your face flavour. So I'm really trying to turn it up a bit. Also, I want to thicken it out a bit. So my secret recipe I put in a lot of gravies is the chicken one. Even when it's not chicken, it tastes plain. So we get a bit of that on there, not too much. And I'm going to mix that in with a fork. But then yeah, it's time to serve. So we'll be with you in a minute.
Stooling, the amount of lazy fucks I know, so pooling. Just want things to fall into place without putting work in and go online bitching. Because it ain't working. It's so dumb, got no one to blame apart from yourself. People need to realise it's up to you and no one else. It's just excuses. If you're gonna do this, that's on you. Sometimes you just gotta hit the road and do what you gotta do. And fuck the safe bet, get your paycheck, go get that money, fam. There's no one stopping me from eating when I'm hungry, damn. Well, I'd like to see a man try. Cause people take the piss out of you, but that can't fly.
So this is it. Here is the dish done. I mean, it don't look too bad. I can't lie, that looks like a steak. I've had breast in there. I go to restaurants and give me things that look a lot better than that. So
For sure.
yeah. I mean, first impressions before you eat it, you still think it looks like it's gonna smell like a donkey's ass or?
For an assy llama, I don't think it's going to taste too bad, to be honest. You cooked it right, Krazys, and it's a pleasure to be here, to be honest, because I know how you do your stuff here.
Come on, Josh actually gets to eat quite a lot of things hidden behind the camera as well, so to be fair, he does actually get to try a few things. But it's good to have him on the front of the camera this time. And as I say, watch out for, we're going to be doing some curry episodes. Josh is a quarter Indian, a quarter Goan, and he's picked up some amazing Indian recipes along the way, so you know, it's only right for Josh to do that on the show rather than me, isn't it? So.
Yeah, I think so.
Right, so let's get into this. Yeah, right, so look, I'm going to cut some, okay? I mean, it could be a bit more rare, but like your one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Get in there, stab it up. Looks a bit tough. Oh yeah, don't worry about the sauce yet, mate. You want to just try
Still. Wow. Really nice.
Really, really fucking nice.
Such flavour, man.
Wow. Okay, so
I am going to try a bit without the sauce now, just to see if it
Because
wasn't
my
sauce.
sauce is thick, innit? You know what I mean? But no, I just had that without the sauce. Like, all of my fears,
Tender, succulent.
yeah, all of my fears gone. It has got a different taste. It's not completely like a steak, is it? It's more, how do I explain it? It's more like Marmite-y. You know when you mix Marmite with butter and have it on bread, it tastes a bit more like Marmite.
Rich. Very rich.
Very, full of flavour. Oh my god, let's go for some more.
A really, really good bit of meat. I would highly eat this again. And do you know what? It's even a little too rare for me still.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, your one's a bit more of a chunk, so.
it still melts in your mouth.
Yeah, that's the fillet for you, no?
That's
right.
working the same as a steak, you know.
I mean, to be fair, if you went in a restaurant and somebody gave you that as a steak,
I wouldn't know the difference, Craig.
yeah, I don't think many people would.
I'm telling you, I bet a lot of steak.
No, I believe that. Yeah,
I bet a lot of steak. I was bred off steak from young, and to a point where I got sick of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So say, nah, no more steak then.
And now, you can't tell the difference between that, so, yeah. I mean, honestly, because I know that we're eating something different, and I'm really trying to search my taste buds for something different in it. I think it is a bit richer. I could get a very slight Marmite hit, but I think it's a win for me, man. I'd put that up there with the best one, if I'm honest. Yeah, I say this has been a resounding win. Now, right. So basically, that's pretty much it from us. Obviously, the potatoes and the asparagus are going to taste good. The sauce is good. Definitely give it a try. Mustard sauce always works well with beef, pork, anything like that. Now, what I want you to do, if you watched the video through this far, there's a red subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed yet, go press that button. Yeah, whack that button. Redundant. Yeah. Pow. Right now, also coming up either side, there's going to be a video here and here. Yeah. There is the Jerk Chicken Glaze Championships. Yeah, make sure you go and watch that. There's loads of episodes of that. They've been brilliant. But yeah, check out, subscribe, check out the playlist. And big up Real Good Josh for coming through. You absolute done.
I can't wait to get back on your show and maybe do some curry.
Yeah, man. You think that's good? Was that?
Oh, but astounding, yeah.
Out of 10?
For steak levels, that's a 10. That's a 10. Just because I could not differ that. If you put a piece of steak in front of me, maybe a steak on the outside's a bit more rugged, you know?
Yeah. That's supposed the fat of the cut, but yeah, obviously I can't follow this. I think it's really good. Right, but that's it. As I said, episodes here and here. Click them. We're out. Peace out.